Hi, Gary here. You know, I've stricken the words always and never, finally, from my lexicon. Why? Because I have found as I've aged that things aren't that way. Things that I thought were always and things that were never have been disproved over and over again. And one of those 30 years ago was, always buy a new car. And I know a lot of people believe that to be true. So I want to talk today about why you might want to consider buying a used car. What are the benefits? And there's two benefits. Usually you think there's just one, but there's actually two benefits. Well, I went to the Kelley Blue Book for 2015 and looked at the average cost of a new car, and it's $33,000. Now, on the lower end side, Hyundai was around $25,000, and GM with their various vehicles was up around $38,000. So let's say you decide to buy a new Hyundai for $25,000, and you get a 60-month loan at the prevailing 3% rate. Well, that's about $449 a month. Now, the other thing that I found on Kelley Blue Book was that depreciation runs about 20% that first year. We know you drive it off a lot, lose a lot. So 20% lower. That'd be $20,000 on a $25,000 car. And if you go 2 years, it goes down another 10%, so it's 30% off. Now that's $17,500. So let's take a comparison here. Well, a $20,000 loan now is at $359, and a $17,500 loan is at $314. So if you're like me and say, gee, maybe I should buy a 2-year-old car. Let's assume everything's good. You have it all checked out by a mechanic and everything else, and you save roughly $135 a month. That's $449 minus $314. So, well, that's the first savings, and you can multiply that by 60 and go, wow, over the life of the loan, I saved $8,100. I mean, it's pretty good sized savings. However, that's benefit one. But benefit two is you could take that $135 and apply it to a student loan. Yeah, let's say you have a $15,000 student loan at 7.5%, and you're paying the 10-year typical length on these loans that most people select. That's $178 a month. So you decide, I'm going to take that savings, $135, and I'm going to add that to principal. And that's going to make it now $313 a month. And what will happen? Well, guess what? The loan is paid off 5 years earlier. 5. That's huge. 10 years down to 5 years. In fact, the loan's paid off about the same time your car is paid off. It's kind of nice. Frees up a lot of money. But it's not just $8,100. If you do the math, by paying that loan off early, it comes out to $11,000 of savings. That's $3,000 more by applying the savings from one loan to another loan to pay it down. It's huge. It makes a big difference. So it's not only being smart about accumulating your wealth by buying a used car when you're younger and you don't have the money, but it's also paying off other loans. It could be credit cards or student debt, as I gave you in this example. It just makes a big difference. So go to bankrate.com. They have on that first page a loan and amortization calculator. You can put your own loans in there and figure it out. All you have to do is hit the amortization schedule, and it lets you put in principal payments above and beyond the regular, and you can kind of see how all of that works out. Play around a bit, because you're going to see these double benefits coming up again and again when you're paying off debt. It's huge, especially when you're first starting off and you're trying to really accumulate money and pay debt down. So until next time, enjoy.